MLB plays here today on PrizePicks. I do want to thank everyone. I just hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Relatively short amount of time, a little under 2 months. Got this channel to 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate everyone. Again, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, Discord link and Patreon link in the description of this video as well. We're going to do 4 total plays that I like. Actually, I'm going to do 3 total plays that I really like, and then I'm going to give you an additional 4th play that I may or may not add to my line, but one that I think is pretty intriguing. So 3 total plays that I like, plus the 4th bonus lean play. There's a good amount of games today in the MLB slate, none in the morning games, so these games are all starting in the afternoon, which will give you ample time to really do your own due diligence and, make some player props yourself as well. Again, I'm not a gambling expert. It's not financial advice. These are just the plays that I'm personally looking at making. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first play that I like is going to be a strikeout prop, and it's going to be Nola, and it's going to be his over 6.5. So for Nola against the San Diego Padres, overall, like the Padres don't strike out a ton. Kind of middle of the road. You can see here 17th in baseball, 22, just right dead in the middle, right? 15, 16, 17 range, all the same. 22.2% strikeout percentage. But, we saw Zach Gallen the other day have 11 strikeouts against the Padres. No Manny Machado in that lineup. Obviously, no Fernando Tatis. Makes the lineup a lot weaker just on paper. And it's for pitchers' confidence as well. I feel like not having to see Manny Machado, who just has been absolutely raking this season, I think it really bodes well. Like, Manny Machado versus righties this season was 4th in baseball with a 340 average. So without Manny Machado in that lineup, it definitely generates a lot of confidence for the pitcher. And Nola is a guy who does strike out a ton of batters, right? So the line is 6.5. He needs 7 to hit this over. He's coming off 3 straight games before this 8 strikeout game. An absolute gem from him. 4 hit, no runs, 8 Ks in 8 innings. But before that, he had 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 9, 9, 5, 4, 7. So obviously the potential is there. You can see here this month of May was really, really good for Nola. And he's pitching just super deep into games as well. You can see here 7+ innings, 7+ innings, 7+ innings, 7+ innings, 7+ innings, 7+ innings, 100+ pitches. I think just the workload for him, and then plus obviously the weak San Diego Padres lineup that they're currently putting out right now. They're still playing well, I think, but I like Nola here over 6.5 strikeouts. I think if this jumps to 7, I would maybe stay away from it, but at 6.5, it seems like a very good play. There's some other strikeout props that did recently bump. Merrill Kelly was at 4.5, which I thought was a strong play as well. He was at 4.5. I put actually Luis Severino was at 5.5 earlier. So was Sandy Alcantara, both at 5.5. Both obviously at 5.5 was very strong plays as well. But nonetheless, I like Nola 6.5 projected strikeouts. The next one is going to be a walks a lot play, and it's going to be Chris Flexen against the Angels, and I like his over 1.5. You can see Chris Flexen 1.5, so 2 walks. He's hit the over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. 9 starts in, I don't know, what is this, like 9 and 14 starts. So he hits this quite a bit. Pitching relatively decent into games. 7 innings here, 6.2 innings here, 5. I just think with those big bats in that Angels lineup with Ward, Trout, and Ohtani, he's definitely going to be, trying to pitch away from them sometimes. And, that usually results with these teams with the big bats. It's not like the Angels walk a ton. They strike out a lot, right? Which is going to have Chris Flexen try to be aggressive with his pitches. But as far as walk percentage go, the Angels are right here, kind of in the middle of the pack at a 7.8% of the time walk percentage against righties. But I like Chris Flexen here. He's hit this over, right? The proof's in the pudding, kind of. Just 2 walks, and he'll hit this over, I think, with those big bats in the Angels lineup. Along with the Angels striking out quite a bit, I think it'll have Chris Flexen try to play aggressive, pitch aggressively, try to really target and hone in on those outside upper low fastballs as well. So I like Chris Flexen here over 1.5 total walks. I think it's a strong play. And then the third play that I really, really like today, and one that I think a lot of people have been taking, it's going to be Yordan Alvarez and his over total bases. If we can find it, if it's here. Wow, did it go away? Well, his hitter fantasy score is here at 7, but I'm just going to put this here. But it's total bases that I like. So, you could take fantasy score, but total bases to me seems like a stronger play. So this will appear back here later in the day, there's going to be a total basis for Yordan Alvarez 1.5. I can promise you, and I'm going to take the over on that when that does appear. But Yordan Alvarez facing the Cleveland Indians, Kyle Quantrill. And Kyle Quantrill has been pitching deep in the game, so I mean he's going to see maybe at least three at bats probably against Cal, unless he gets absolutely raked. But Yordan against right-handers this season, hitting 354, 19 home runs, 40 RBIs, 354 and 19 home runs on the year. Yordan absolutely raking, and we can see. I mean, look at his last 5 games, 5 home runs in his last 5 games, multiple, just absolutely crushing the ball right now. I think probably a favorite to win the AL batting home run crown. Last 7 days, he's hitting 368. Slugging is at 1.158. Just absolutely crushing it. He's hit this over on his total bases his last 5 games, more specifically. So win this again. I'm not taking hitter fantasy score here. I'm taking 1.5 total bases for Yordan. I think that's a super strong play. But right now, just for the video, we're gonna put over 7 fantasy score for Yordan. And then the last play that I don't wanna lock this into my line, but it's a play that is super intriguing to me. It's gonna be pitching outs. It's gonna be pitches thrown, and we're gonna look for Andre Palante, 77.5, and I'm looking at the under here. Now I don't want to lock this into my line. I'm not gonna end up taking this. Probably, maybe not. Honestly, I don't know yet. But Andre Palante here at 77.5 pitches thrown. He needs 78 to hit the over, and is a pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals who has yet to hit, or he's hit. Let's see. So he needs 78 to hit the over here, and he's only hit 78. He's only hit 78 one time this season, just once, right, against the Cincinnati Reds. One other time, all these other starts really, it's just been kind of bullpen. He's really starting to just become a starter over these last 4 games. But yeah, 78. I mean, he's only hit this one time over his last 4. Relatively not pitching too deep into games. They're kind of using him as like a stretch starter. That 4th or 5th off day for starters that they don't have a solid 5th. But yeah, I like the under here. He's a young pitcher, so I don't expect him to really ride him too much. For Andre Palante here, 77.5. I did want to share that with you guys as well. So those are the 3 plays plus the 4th play. These are for sure the 3 plays I'm making. Yordan Alvarez is going to be the total basis, not hitter fantasy score. But let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these player props. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.